What's up, y'all? So today we're doing something different. Well, it's not really different because I've taken stuff apart on this channel before, but today I finally got a motherboard in for this Xbox that I was working on one of my lives on here one day. It does not cut on. So the motherboard has arrived and we're gonna put the new motherboard in here and see if it works. So I hope it works because we cannot have this thing sitting in here any longer. Is the Xbox. The Xbox belongs to one of my husband's friends that he played a game with. He didn't got a new Xbox and I was like, hey, I can try to fix this one. So that's what we're about to do. So let me check out the motherboard. So I bought this motherboard off of eBay, and it's like a little gaming company or something. I guess they probably like do repairs and stuff too. And this has been tested. They claim it works. So we gonna see today. If it don't work, I'm gonna send that junk right back and get my money back. Okay. I'm gonna move the Xbox off the mat for now because you need an anti-static mat. That way you do not create shock to your board that could potentially ruin the whole thing. And I can tell that they're pretty good because it also has anti-static wrapping on it. So yeah. And to rip this open somehow. There we go. Alright, in case anybody's wondering what a board looks like for Xbox Series S, this is what it looks like. This is the back. That's the memory right there. It's everything right here. So let's get started. So once you get it open, this is the power supply and this is the fan, and right under the fan is a heat sink and the CPU is under it. And then you have these things here. That's the power button. And then that right there. I have already replaced the power supply and that didn't work. As far as I know, this button does work. I've checked everything on board and determined that one of the capacitors had went out. So I bought some capacitors and replaced the capacitor. My daddy showed me how to weld it on, and we still weren't getting any juice out of that capacitor. So soldering it on didn't really solve the problem on the board, which maybe I can go back in the future and retake a look at this board to try to fix it. But for now, we're just going to see if this new motherboard works. So the fan is really easy to take out. It's just a little plug. It's just plugged in down there with this. So that's fairly simple to take out. And then the power supply, you just pull out. This is what it looked like. This is the original power supply. I sent the other one back once I realized that it still wasn't turning on with a new one. So, yeah. I can show y'all what one we actually replaced because it does not match as far as the look. This is the one that we replaced, and it started on pretty good, but we still didn't get any power from it. So that's the whole reason. This one right here, because we tested all the other ones around the board and got nothing. So yeah. To unscrew all of these, just be careful with these when you're unscrewing them. You don't want to mess those up. Once you get all those off, you just want to get the board out of the casing. And you can just sit that over there. So once the board is out, you want to take this heat sink off, which means these little brackets here have to be adjusted to prop up. So what I do is I use this little tool out of my iFixit kit, and I use this side, not the sharp side. You don't use the sharp side, but just use the rounded side and kind of come under here and try to pop that up. Now that's off. So once that's off, you'll be able to see the chip area, all of the thermal paste, all of that. You will need thermal paste for this project to re-put the heatsink on, just so y'all know. So have you some thermal paste. This is fresh thermal paste because I bought some when I took this apart before to clean this area. So yeah. So we could do a side-by-side comparison. So this is the new board. This is the old board. As you can see. And we're going to need to bring this plate from over here to over here. So it has some metal tape here that you're just going to have to pull up. Don't destroy it. Be extra careful to get this off, and then you're just gonna move it over there. So basically you just need to pry this up and it will come off. There is thermal paste under it, so just fair warning, there will be thermal paste. So this you're going to transfer to the new board, which I moved off of here so that I could do this. So now I'm just going to move this over there. Bring the new board, and all you're going to have to do is just push this down, and then make sure your edges are, connected. Some of the edges for me, I bent trying to get this off, so just bend them back and you'll be fine. Once you get them all bended down, you're just gonna seal your tape back up and then you're good. Okay, so now you need some thermal paste. This thermal paste is just from Walmart, from Corsair TM30. It's got plenty of thermal paste in it. When you're using the thermal paste, don't use too much. You don't want to go overboard with the thermal paste, but you just put like a dot in the middle, and this is fresh thermal paste, so your little dot may look like a lot, but it's really not. You can see how much thermal paste is there. Once you do that, you can bring your heat sink back in and put that on. So that's gonna go just like that, and you're gonna have to flip this thing over and put this back on the bottom. So just flip this. This is what keeps the heatsink secure onto the board. So once this is clamped back into place, heatsink is good. You're good in that department. After that, you can go ahead and put this back in here. Just make sure everything is even. It says sit in place. Check your ports. Make sure it's all even. So that's pretty good. Then you can put your fan back in. Put that back on top. And the PSU, you can go ahead and put that. I'm kind of not worried about adding thermal paste right there because there's some right here on this already. I may go ahead and just add a little, just, you know, to be safe. Just to be safe. Okay, so that's back on. And you can go ahead and add the top. And then you can add all of these little connectors and buttons that are needed for the sides. I have took this thing apart so many times that I kind of already know exactly what to do, but there are lots of videos on takedowns and such for the Xboxes, so find you one of those if it's your first time doing anything like this. Also, if you don't think you're going to remember where your screws and stuff came from, take a picture so that you can know exactly where to put the screws at. That helps. Just a little small tip.
Xbox?
I'm fixing another Xbox. Please don't touch anything.
Okay, this is so bad.
Didn't I just say please don't touch anything?
Okay, what do you need these screws for?
I have to use them to connect everything back.
Yeah, so the Xbox can work.
Yeah, Mommy's trying to fix it. Mommy put a new one. See, this is the old one. And Mommy put a new one in here. And Mommy's going to see if it works.
Well, this is a camera. Well, why do we see on ourselves?
Because I'm only trying to record this.
Hi. Hi.
All right. Okay.
You see if it works.
Okay, so now that everything is kind of put together, I have not put all the screws in there because if I have to like take it out, then yeah. So what we're about to do is put this power cord into this Xbox and see if it turn on. So time coming with this thing. So I'm gonna plug it back here. This is the power section. I'm gonna plug it into my little surge protector that's back here. And we're gonna see what happens. All right, it is in there. Let me try to get it on the light so y'all can see it. All right, so the problem is that this light, it only stays on for like 1 second and then it cuts all the way off. So let's see what happens. It actually worked, y'all. The fan is running. It actually works. I am so excited. I'm gonna put everything back together and I'm gonna hook it up to this computer screen and see what happens. So the Xbox is confirmed. It stayed on. So I'm gonna put it all the way back into the casing and we're gonna hook it up. And I'm so excited because this thing been sitting in this room for like a few months, okay? And yeah, I don't like when stuff be sitting around, so now it's about to get used. All right, got a little cloth. Clean it off. I don't know how to use this got it looking so not white, but I'm gonna make it look newer just a little bit. And don't spray cleaner on your stuff. Like, please don't. You will ruin it. Some spots, I guess I'm probably not going to get off due to wear and tear, but that's fine. just gonna try to clean it a little bit. Basically getting the dust off. Alright. That is done. Let's hook it up. Okay, y'all, so I had to switch cameras. I had to switch to my Canon because my DJI just died. So, what I got here is... What did I do with my cord? Oh, I had to find me an HDMI cord, okay? So, let's plug this back into power. Let's get this HD in my cable in here. I'm gonna plug it into this Samsung monitor. So, okay, got it into that. Got me a controller from the Xbox that we already have, so let's see. Need the remote. Cut it on. And I think this monitor was already on. I don't know. Let me see. See if it automatically recognizes what's going on. It's currently set to PC, so I'm gonna have to take it to the game channel. I could go to the game channel, or I could just go to connected devices and HDMI 1. Xbox Series S. And then this TV likes to go to the game part. Let's click on the Xbox. Alright, so now we're on the setup screen of this Xbox. So that's good. Babe! How you pair this thing to this? Don't knock my camera down, please. I'm recording, but I don't know what I'm doing to pair. I pressed that. I gotta press this at the same time. It stopped. It stopped. Wow. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we got the controller working with it. Let's see if we can connect to the Wi-Fi. Let's see.